Hey, what's good? It's your boy Mixtape Moth, and today I'm gonna hit y'all with a review of the new Cappadonna album entitled Black Tarzan. Let's get to it. Alright, so Cappadonna, aka Poppy Wardrobe King, is a member of the legendary Wu-Tang, and of course he's repping Shaolin. The first time we heard Cappadonna was on Raekwon's 1995 classic, Only Built for Cuban Links. 1 year later, Cappadonna would go on to drop what some might consider to be the verse of the year in 1996 on Ghostface's Winter Wars track, but Cappadonna did not release his solo album until 1998, and that was entitled The Pillage. That album was largely underappreciated in comparison to other Wu solo projects, but most hardcore fans copped and enjoyed it. I personally was a fan of it and still listen to it to this day. Now, Cappadonna is a pretty unique individual overall, whether it's his unorthodox flow, colorful fashion sense, or the slang doctrines that he drops in his raps. He is one of a kind. I can't say that I've heard all of his projects since The Pillage, but I have attempted over the years to keep up with his feature verses. But now he is back on the scene with this new project entitled Black Tarzan. So if you haven't been living under a rock, then you most likely heard or saw this album cover getting roasted on social media a few weeks back. Yeah, it is definitely most deserving of all the jokes and slander. It is that atrocious of a cover art. It's certainly beneath an artist of Kappa's legendary status. But this new project, Black Tarzan, is produced entirely by DJ Intrigue, who I feel does a solid enough job on the production front. He keeps it simple with a lot of soulful boom bap beats. They aren't spectacular or anything on the level of the Pillage album, but they are far from whack. There is this wild animal in the jungle theme, so you will hear a lot of wild animal cries and old movie skits relating to Tarzan sprinkled throughout. The features are Amar, Divine, Afro, and Killer Priest. It contains 14 tracks and lasts a total of approximately 46 minutes. But with that being said, let me go ahead and give y'all this track by track breakdown. The opener, Mean Streets, finds Cappadonna speaking on the harsh realities of street life. This is set to a dreamy soul sample that is probably the most striking out of all the samples on the project. Cappadonna states, "These streets will leave you with no clothes on." So on this record, Cappadonna is speaking from the perspective of a wise OG who is here to school the youth. This features a solid verse from Killer Priest, who paints a picture of the old Brooklyn streets pretty vividly. I did like Kappa's verses for the most part. A couple of things stood out, like when he said, "In my hood, you might know me as original. I came up with the gods when shit was critical." I also think he was on to something with his line, "Ronald McDonald will murk you with a hamburger." That was cool, but he did lose me on his second verse with some conspiracy theories about COVID and Joe Biden being a pedophile. I'm just like, you don't have to like Joe Biden, but to call a man a pedophile is super wild. I mean, what credible evidence do you have whatsoever? And don't give me some crackpot Facebook post. But anyways, I feel this was a solid opening track. The second song is Grip the Mic featuring Amar, Divine. This contains a very raw and stripped back loop. It's dirty and grimy production that's simple but effective. Cappadonna is rapping in more of a battle rap mode, calling out an imaginary person. "You the number one liar. You the Lion King. Always talk to the cops. You like to lie and sing." So I like this track for its gritty and uncut aesthetic. Track 3 is Concrete Jungle. He's pretty much spitting boastful raps on top of this twinkling boom bap beat. It's a solid enough instrumental, but nothing out of the ordinary. He raps, "The girls flock around Don Don like a pigeon coop. Homies killing me soft with they religious groups. Solid mind state, no chicken soup. Petite dark honey slide dick in you." This is the kind of off kilter and witty bars that you're gonna get from Cappadonna. Amar Divine did the hook again, which wasn't bad, but it sounded similar to his chorus from the prior song. Then we get This Work, a track where Cappadonna speaks on some issues affecting his community, like police brutality. He also drops some knowledge like an older god should. This contains an upbeat soul loop. It's very simple production, but it gets the job done. The only thing I wasn't feeling about this track was the hook. They gon' get this work. Right after is one of the dopest songs on the project, in my opinion, Black Tarzan. I like the raw, uncut, and soulful quality to the beat. You're getting a ton of wild animal noises on this one. I feel the hook is pretty catchy. Black Tarzan, I'm swinging on vines, swing through the hood and I'll snatch your shines. Then I hop on the back of an elephant with intelligence. But it was the featured guest, Afro, who I thought brought the most to this track. His rapid fire flow was pretty impressive, but still easy enough to follow. He dropped some Wu references, paying homage to albums like Legends of the Liquid Swords and Kappa's Pillage album. What follows is another strong track entitled I Can Get 'Em, set to a melodic boom bap beat. Kappa boasts about bagging shorties. Beautiful dawn, the chicks wanna hug me, then they tap on their phone and wanna bug me. Thought that was simple but kind of clever. You know, you gotta love Cappadonna's confidence. He really views himself as this high value alpha male that is in high demand to a lot of women. On Life on Welfare, Cappadonna talks growing up hard on welfare, being poverty stricken. He reflects back to when his dad gave him quarters to get some quarter water and the times he only had franks and beans and Spam for dinner. I like how he painted a picture of the struggle over this somber soul beat. Miss Martha and Diane and Shaolin hit the laundry machine with a foul plan. It's another standout song from the track list. Next on Cancel Culture, Cappadonna calls out mumble rappers, soft cats in the game, and snitches. This features verses from Killah Priest and Amar Divine. This has a pretty straightforward piano looped beat, although there was a slight beat variance during Killah Priest's verse, which I thought was dope. I actually dug Killah Priest's verse a lot, and I feel Amar Divine did a decent job here too. Then on You Can't Defeat Me, Cappadonna pretty much demands his flowers for being this hip-hop legend. He reminds us that I'm from the Wu-Tang, man, you can't defeat me. This track was solid, but beat-wise, it was nothing to write home over. The following, Let You Go, is a romantic record where Cappadonna honors the black queens in his life. The beat is melodic and soothing. Instrumentally, I dug it, but what I didn't like at all was Cappadonna singing on the hook. It was just painful and ruined the track altogether for me. Walk With Me is another track that focuses on the ladies. However, on this one, he spits some damn near pornographic bars about his sexual adventures. I like the triumphant soul production, which gave off a Mac-ish vibe, but some of the bars were a little cringeworthy for someone Cappadonna's age. I feel like he was trying to do his own versions of Ghostface's Wildflower, but it really didn't hit like that for me. The beat was solid though. The subsequent track, Mama Can You Hear Me, is easily the most thoughtful and heartfelt on the album. The soul sample is beautiful and a perfect canvas for Cappadonna to give a tribute to his mother. It's a somber track, but very focused with poignant lyrics. The second to last song, Where You At, might be my least favorite from the project. There's something about the playful circus-like production that doesn't do it for me. This features verses from Amar Divine and Crime Life, and that's cool and all, but there's nothing stand out about this track. Is it terrible? No, but it just kind of exists. The album then comes to a close with the Let You Go remix. Now, the hook and lyrics are still the same, but the beat is different. I am a fan of this beat, but the hook clearly should have been scrapped. This is not an award-winning hook, so I'm not sure why he, felt it was necessary to keep. Overall, I give this album a rating of a strong 3 mics. I feel it's good, worth checking out, as it has some dope moments that give you a glimpse into Cappadonna's greatness. Now, I haven't heard more than 2 of his albums since The Pillage, so it is hard for me to rank this in his discography. But if I would go out on a limb, I suppose I would say it's probably one of his most consistent since The Pillage. But hardcore Cappadonna fans, please let me know in the comment section where you would rate this album in his catalog. While Cappadonna's bars were mostly good throughout, there were a few lines that really didn't connect with me to where I feel that could have been a little more focused. But overall, I liked how he was rapping hard and appeared hungry. That I like. As far as the beats, I feel DJ Intrigue did not give him any whack instrumentals, while there were some dope beats and gritty soul loops that conjured up somewhat of that Wu-Tang feel. There were also ones that came across as generic boom bap. At the end of the day, however, I'm not really trying to complain too much about the production, as it was mostly good, but some of the beats just didn't really leave an impression on me. Also, I would have liked if more Wu-Tang members appeared on this project rather than 5 Amar Divine features. Still, this album is a lot better than expected given its whack cover art. If you are a Cappadonna fan, and I'm sure you will be pleased with this project, it's not flawless, but definitely a step in the right direction. My favorite tracks include Mean Streets, Grip the Mic, Black Tarzan, I Can Get 'Em, Life on Welfare, Cancel Culture, and Mama Can You Hear Me. Let me know your thoughts on this album in the comment section below. It's your boy Mixtape Muff. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Cappadonna, Black Tarzan, 1.